back to my YouTube channel. It's still your girl Favor here, and I'm super excited to have you here today. If you're new to this place, I'd like you to click on the subscribe button, but if you're a returning subscriber, thank you very much for coming in today. So today I'm with someone special, and I'll just let him introduce himself.
Right, yeah, my name is Clement. I'm a diagnostic radiographer. I work for the NHS UK.
Okay guys, you know I promised you that I was gonna bring on board different personnel from different specialties to talk to you about how to migrate to the UK, alright? So today I've got Clem, and he's going to take us through the process of how to migrate to the UK as a radiographer. Okay, so he'll be doing most of the talking today, and I'll just be smiling and blushing. So Clem, generally migrating to the UK, how has it been for you in terms of your career, and generally how has it been for you? Apart from the monetary aspect, of course, which we all know that is great, you know, you earn more and stuff like that. Has it improved your career in any way? Just tell us.
Yeah, it's been really great. It's been rewarding. So just like you said, outside the monetary aspect, talking about career has been very good. One thing you know that UK is one of the best country in terms of professional development as far as radiography is concerned. So here there's a lot of specialties. You can even be, become a consultant radiographer, or you can do anything you want to do. You can be a reporting radiographer, whatever you want to do. So in terms of personal development,
it's rewarding.
Yeah, it's very rewarding. UK is like compared to any other countries out there.
Guys, I hope you heard that. So if you know someone who is a radiographer and is planning to migrate somewhere, let their first choice be the UK, and get the person to see this video, because we're about to drop amazing facts and points and steps and processes for you. Okay, so I'll go back to you again, Clem.
All right.
So I would like you to give us a general overview of how to migrate to the UK, like generally, before we go through the step-by-step process that you would recommend. Okay. So generally, like an overview.
Okay.
Yeah.
Generally, I would like to group the process into 3 stages moving from Nigeria to the UK. First of all, the first one is getting your registration whilst you are in Nigeria.
Okay.
Then the second part is actually the job hunting process, looking for the job.
Okay.
Then the third one is what happens once you've got this job, how to move and safely land here and get used to the environment. So that's the 3 basic groups I can say for now. I don't know if you want me to go in detail, not just a bit.
No. You have the floor, so you can even bite into the cake before going to it.
Yeah, I can just bite into just like she said, I can just bite into the cake just to see, what it takes. First of all, getting your registration. How do you register?
Because personally, I was gonna ask you if there is a particular educational requirement. Does the person need to have BSc, or maybe kind of a diploma, or maybe a MSc or something? I was gonna ask about the educational requirements to. Yeah,
I can just quickly brush that before we go into the nitty-gritty of everything we have to say. First of all, you must be a BSc holder and registered with the Radiographers Registration Board of Nigeria before you can do this. That's the #1 requirement. So getting your every country, just like in Nigeria, we've got the Radiographers Registration Board of Nigeria. In UK, we've got what we call the Health and Care Professional Council. That's the regulatory body, not just for radiographers, but for other allied health professionals like physiotherapists, paramedics, occupational therapy, biomedical scientists, and all. So before you can practice in the UK, not just practice, before you can use that title, diagnostic radiographer, you must be registered with the Hcpc. Before you can call yourself I'm a radiographer in the UK, whether you're practicing or not, you must be registered with the Health and Care Professional Council. How do you do this? You get the document. We'll go in details, but into the details later, but the first thing is that you have to get your documents sent out to them. It goes through scrutiny, and if you're okay, they'll give you an account to pay. You make some payments, and that's it. Your name goes straight to the life register. That's what we call a life registrar in Hcpc. So I can quickly go on Google and type my name is. You can go type it Irabo Clement, and you will find my name, and my registration number will be there. So anybody can access it anywhere all over the world. So then once you've done that, you've registered, you go to the job hunting, which for me, this is the most difficult part of the whole thing, getting a job. Now you've got, so it's easier to get a license than getting a job. This can take so much time, registering with so many bodies, so many websites, get the job. Now once you do so many interviews, so it's not just a rocket science. Then after that, once you've got this job, then you start applying for the visa. How do you get your visa, your work permit, and your BROP, and how you can migrate and move over here safely.
Clem, you make this whole process sound so easy and simple. So you just have to do your registration, then job hunt, then apply for your visa and move to the UK. In your profession, don't you need the English proficiency test and all those? Do you need to write any other professional exam after writing the English? Do you need English proficiency test?
Yeah, I think okay, I'll go into details. So,
yeah, just give us the whole thing. Yeah. Yes, the way it sounded, I want to go over to your line now. Just do my registration, job hunt, and then apply for visa and come to the UK.
Just like I said, it's not a rocket science. So yeah, there's it's rigorous. The process is rigorous, but yeah, if you do it bit by bit, like everything I've mentioned so far, the timeline can take about 6 months to 2 years, so even 5 years. So it's not that simple, especially when you get to that stage of job hunting. Yeah, there could be a lot of things you need to do. Now, let's get to the first part, which is getting your registration. How do you get your registration? The first thing I would tell people, first of all, you have to make up your mind. Not because you've seen, everybody cannot come to the UK. Everybody mustn't travel out of Nigeria. But before you start this process, you must tell yourself, okay, this is what I want to do. I want to come to the UK. I want to practice radiography in the UK. So once you've done that, it gives you that like mental edge over every other thing, then over every other obstacle you might face later. Now, once you've made that your mind that you want to come to the UK to practice radiography, then what next? The next thing to do is to get your document ready. Now, what are these documents? For sake of convenience, I would say before you start, looking for document, what to get, I would say, if it's possible, try to download the Hcpc registration form. It's not just for radiographer, it's for all allied health professionals. We use the same form for the medical laboratory science people. Here it's called biomedical scientists, for physiotherapy. So it's not just for radio. So everything I've said here, you can apply it to not just for radiography. You can apply it for all allied health professionals like physios, medical laboratory science. So
now we're covering so many fields in one video.
On that Hcpc.
Okay.
Yeah. I might not be able to tell you how to do the interviews for others, but I can tell you how to register and what to do. Now, once you've done that, what are these documents? First thing, you need your degree certificate. You need your professional practicing license from your registration board. For radiographers, you've got the Radiographers Registration Board of Nigeria, RRBN. I think for medical laboratory sciences, MLSCN, Medical Laboratory Council of Nigeria. And for physiotherapists, Medical Rehabilitation Board of Nigeria. I can't get their name correctly, but you need to get your practicing license. There's what we call course information form. You can get it from your department in your university. So it's just a synopsis of everything that happened during your undergraduate days, all the course to the course code, everything, what happened. Yeah, so that's what we call course information form. Now, once you've got that, your degree, your course information form, your practicing license, you need ID document. What are these ID documents? You need one, a photographic ID document. If you've got your international passport, it's all covered. Then after the ID the second ID document, anyone to show your address to put. In Nigeria, you can use anything. You can use your utility bill, but a water bill. But I know those things are not easy to get in Nigeria, especially if you've got your NEPA bill now. It might not, your name and your surname might not appear on that NEPA, except if you want to go to PHCN to, you know, to correct it. But I give you the simple trick. Don't do that. The first thing, just go to your bank, your bank, change your address to the address you want to use for the Hcpc. If the same address you've got in your bank is same as what you want to use it, then fine, just get your bank statement. If they are not interested in the money, the amount of money, just get the bank statement. Your address is there. That will serve as your second means of ID. Now, once you download the form, your practicing license. Now, you might not really, if possible, when you're getting that form, when you're getting the form, your course information form from the department, some schools you have to pay, some is easy to get. If it's possible, you might not need it for the registration, you will need it later to get your transcript and your proof of English. In other professions, you have to write exam, IELTS, and about radiography, you don't have to do that.
Really?
Yeah, you don't have to write.
Really? You guys are cheating us.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. Now I tell you, what do you do? You can write if you want to write, but it's just a waste of time and money. All you need to do is to go to your department in school. In UNN, they give what we call, you pay 5K, they will give you English language proficiency certificate, just to show that all your degree program was taught in English, everything was done in English.
Guys!
Your department can give you that same thing again. And that's it. That will serve us. So you can get your transcript, because you might not need it at this point. You will need it later when you start your visa application. Get everything. Now, once you've got all this document ready, your practicing license, your course information form, your degree certificate, your ID document, your international passport. There are so many you can use. If you've got a driving license, I've got your address, but for the sake of clarity and simplicity, these two are the easiest to get. So get both of them. Now, once you've got this form, what happens again? All these documents, you need to notarize this document. You don't just send it. Yeah, you have to make a photocopy. It can be colored copy or everything, but you have to notarize it. What does that mean? You have to go to a lawyer, a chamber, or a court, just to tell them to write and certify that this is the true copy of the original. Yeah. Who can do this? A lawyer, a court, any court. It must not be a high court.
That as well.
Yeah. So once you notarize those documents, you have everything. Now, in front of the Hcpc form, there is that the document check, a check to say that you've got all the document required ready. So you get all these documents and how to arrange it. Now, once you've got everything ready, now what you need to do, you also need a guy like a reference from your academic reference, or maybe professional reference. You can go back to your school, your lecturer, your HOD, your former, where you've worked before, just to write that this person worked with me, he's a good character. And so you just need character reference from those two people. Now, once you've got everything ready, then the next thing is to fill the form. The form, in my own time, we did everything that was handwritten, but I learned that this period now you have to type everything. You just get the form, type it, and save it, print it out. Yeah. So once everything is typed, then you can download the form and print it out. Now, filling the form is not easy. It's really difficult. So you don't want to make any mistake, because you're selling yourself to these people. You just want to do it the right thing and do it perfectly. So don't worry, if you make mistake, you can delete and start all over again. It took me about 3 weeks to fill my own form, because I was making mistakes here and there, and also seek advice from others that have done it. If you can contact, or anybody, if you can contact me. Yeah.
I can give you his handle. You disturb him.
Yeah, you can disturb me. I can show you how to do it. Yeah. Now, that form contains, first of all, there are so many aspects in there. Your name, your address. Make sure the address you're using in that form is the same address you've got in your ID document. You need to get your address. You need to your address sorted. Then postcode. In Nigeria, we don't actually use postcode. We use zip code, but it's not, because it's normally for deliveries, right? For my post. But if you go on Google, you can type, for example, if you live in a place, for example, in Enugu and Lagos or Lekki, you can type postcode of Lekki. It will show you a particular number. Just use it. It's not really really important. But that's things you might find. And again, if possible, your reference or whoever you're using as a reference, try to get their professional email. That is better. Saves you loads of like problems and having to, what do I mean by professional email? Email that has got a professional domain, not
personal,
not Clement Rabo at Gmail or Yahoo +1 no. If the person works at, let's say, Uniben, it might be clement.rabo@unibenedu.ng. UNN everybody's got that professional email. If it's possible, try to get their professional email, your reference. Now, the two most important parts of this form, filling that form, first of all, has to do with your duties and your responsibility. It's very important, because what happens to this form once it's submitted, Hcpc takes it to a third party. These are seasoned professionals, radiographers. They will sit down, go through all the information you've provided. They want to check if this thing is equivalent to the level provided in the UK. So you have to sell yourself when you talk about your responsibility, your duties and responsibility. That's where you have to sell yourself to this profession. Okay, for example, you need to go a little bit in details while writing this. For example, I can't say everything here, but I can just give you, like, for example, you can say, I perform, as a radiographer, I perform plain film examination for ambulant and non-ambulant patient from the emergency department, examinations like simple chest x-ray, knee, abdominal x-ray, pelvic x-ray, patient on, then you can go as far as going, okay, I perform both simple and specialized computed tomography examination, and you list some of those exams, because that's what they are going to judge you with. I participate in the department, the clinical audit, and stuff like that. So this is what they want to see in that duties and responsibility. That's how to do it. I can't say everything now.
Yes, because you don't want to make this video lengthy.
Yeah. So, but this is how you're going to do the form and get duties and responsibilities. Now you go through the form. It's not difficult to fill, but these duties and responsibility. For those for maybe if you're in med lab or you're in physiotherapy, exactly the same apply, duties and responsibility. For physio, you go through like patient management. How do you manage a patient? How you've managed a patient? What do? You involve in sport or MSK physiotherapy? What do you do? What do you do on a daily basis? Your med lab, the same thing. Your standard operating procedure, your samples, the ones you do. This is what you should be on that. Duties and responsibility. That's the most important part of that form. Every other thing is just your name, your address, and your reference. Now, once this form is filled, complete everything, you're sure, go through it. Don't just submit. If you've got some others that have done it, get their form, look at it, compare it with yours, look at what you've done and what you need to change. Then go through it over and over again. Now, once everything is done, now you have to arrange this form in a particular order. Please don't send any original document to Hcpc. They will loud and clear. Don't send any original document. So that's why you have to make photocopy. It can be colored photocopy or black.
Yeah, mine I did colored.
Yeah, and notarize it. So that notarized means that they'll send the original copy. Please don't send any original copy to Hcpc. Now, once you've done that, you send it to Hcpc. The best way to do is to use DHL. That's the best. So you give write the address and send everything. There's a particular way of how to arrange those documents. Is there in the front page of the form. So you just follow that order, how to arrange it. Arrange everything, put in an envelope, and send it to Hcpc. The address is at the top right-hand corner, or top left-hand corner of the form. So
do you guys still send physical copies?
Yeah, we send physical copies. That's the
Oh, so just have to mail it.
Yeah. So you send, maybe they will change. So that there's been a lot of work and everything going on.
To upgrade.
Yeah, upgrade this. You send the physical copy. Now, what happens is, ideally, within 3 weeks of sending that form, Hcpc will notify you that they've received your form. But I understand now, because of the pandemic and so many things, Hcpc, they are really, really busy. So it's taking so many, longer than that, sometimes 3 months, now 2 months, to even notify you that they've received. Yeah. So once they notify you, they will enter those documents into a digital form. Once everything has been entered, they will send you another mail within 6 weeks to say, okay, we've checked all the documents you sent to us, they are complete. If it's not complete, they will email you and tell you there's this document, so it's not there, can you send this or send? So that's why you have to get it right, because every second, every minute matters. So each time, this can take you long again. So that's why you have to get everything ready. Now, once you've done that and they've notified you, they'll give you a link to pay. They'll send you a link. What are you paying for? During my time, about 3-4 years ago, it used to be £495, but now I think it's increased to 505 or 5. Can't get the exact figure, but it's above 500. Now, what are you paying for? You're paying for that scrutiny fee. It takes about 3 months, roughly 3-4 months. Once this panel has gone through your forms and they are satisfied that everything is okay and your level of qualification and education is equivalent to what is obtainable in the UK, then Hcpc will email you again. Okay, we've checked everything. For your name to be on the register, you have to pay. That second payment is what we call the registration fee, which is £90 every year. So if you're paying for 2 year cycle, it's £180. Now, once you made that payment, your name is on the register. You cannot search your name online. Just on Google, you can type Hcpc Life Register. Once you do that, your name will appear. It will prompt your surname. If you type your surname, your name will appear, everything, your registration number, your location, everything about you. So that's
so now you can just practice in the UK.
Yeah, you can practice in the UK. Yeah.
So, but can't you even do a job hunt and before this registration? So you must complete the registration process.
You can't even
before you start the job
hunt. Nobody will even, because the first thing about job hunting is say, what's your registration number?
Are you for real? Because for us, we do job hunt. We can get some job even without completing our registration, because even our registration get completed when we get to the UK. So we get, as long as you've written your English proficiency test, even if you've not started your NMC registration, you can get a job before that.
Yeah. Well, it's different. Here, you must have that registration number. You can't call yourself a radiographer. It's a criminal act, actually, to say I'm a radiographer in the UK without the Hcpc registration. Yeah.
So now we're going to the second stage.
Yeah.
Come on, be quick.
Yeah. So, the second stage is job hunting. This is the most difficult part of the whole thing. You can take up to from 0 to even 5 years to get this job. Yeah, it sounds as it's easy, but I'm not trying to discourage you. But if you do your research well and you do your homework very well, you can get this thing going. Now, how do you do this job hunting? Job hunting, everything is done online. So you have website like the NHS job website. You've got the track job. and you've got the Indeed.
Guys, you can check my previous video where I talk about where I posted some sites on how to job hunt for nursing. You can use all these sites again to job hunt for any job you want. The Indeed.co.uk, Track Job, all those websites, NHS jobs, they are there for medical jobs. So you can check my previous video. Let's make the work easier.
Yeah. So what you need to do, so the job application or searching for job online is just like, you know, creating an online CV. So you import not everything, but let's say 50% of those things you've got already in your Hcpc application form, such as your biodata and your duties and responsibilities. You just move everything over. What you need to add is maybe your supporting information and your declaration, just to say you've not been involved in any criminal activity. Now, there are two key areas in this online CV for job application. The two most important things there are your duties and responsibilities and your supporting information. What do you need to do? Your duties and responsibilities should be tailored to the role you are applying for. If you're applying for a Band 5 radiography job, plain film, your duties and responsibilities should be tailored to what you are applying for. Not applying for Band 5 plain film and your duties and responsibility in your previous jobs are just ultra standard. No. Same thing with physios. If you are applying for MSK Band 5 or Band 6, your duties and responsibilities should be tailored to MSK physiotherapy and not just and not any other area. You can bring in other area, let's say 5-10%, but 90% should be on the role you are applying for. Another thing is the supporting information. You have to sell yourself. You have to write everything about yourself.
Just like the cover letter.
Yeah, just like the cover letter. Yeah, thank you. Just like the cover letter, you have to sell yourself. Write everything about yourself, your strengths, your weakness. What are you doing about your weakness? Everything you need to tell them what you've done so far, challenging situations you've met you come across in your professional practice, and how you were able to deal with it. So this counts as part of the supporting information. Everything you need, the equipment you've used, the procedure, difficult procedures, difficult patient, and how you were able to handle it.
Everything.
So this all is obtainable in your supporting information. Now, once you've done the supporting information, everything. Again, one thing I need to point out, each job application should have not entirely different supporting information and duties and responsibilities. You should tweak your application to suit the role you are applying for. Not just one size fits all. Just tweak it to everything. Yeah, you have to make sure if you're applying for this role, go back to your supporting information and duties and responsibilities. Make sure you change some things to reflect on that role. It is very, very important. So now, once you've done this and your everything, you keep applying. Please keep applying for jobs. Don't just do 1 or 2 or 3 and you're like, oh, I'm done, I'm tired, I've not gotten any interview invite, or I've not gotten a job yet. No, in my time I did about 185 applications. It's not to discourage you, but that's how the system works.
Oh my God, so, I did just 3 applications.
Yeah, lucky you, but you have to keep applying. Don't be discouraged. You'll get so many emails. Well, I'm sorry, we're unable to, your application has not been successful on this occasion. You can try again. Yeah, don't be discouraged. Keep applying. And one day you just make it big. Now, if you've got this interview, yeah, you need to, if you're lucky and you're able to get an invite for interview, then you need to prepare for this interview. Preparing for interview is another separate discussion.
Yeah, don't tell them how to prepare, please.
For some time, yeah, someday we'll talk about that. Now you prepare for it. Ask questions from those who've done this before. Make sure you get help, get previous sample questions, prepare yourself, do a test interview. Then now, if you're successful in your interview, the next thing is applying for a visa. So first of all, you need to do a check, ID check. So This is where if you've done your ID check before in your Hcpc registration, this makes the whole thing really, really easy. All you need to do, bring back those ID documents, maybe add one or a few, and that's it. You can send it to your employer and they'll do the ID check and everything. Once they are satisfied with the ID check, they'll send you a document called...
Sorry, do you guys need something like any police character certificate from Nigeria?
Yeah, we need police character certificate. Yeah, that's the process of ID check. So I didn't want to like kind of go into the what about the trust or the hospital will tell you what you need. Yeah, we can do that. You can ask this maybe privately. Yeah, I can tell in case you're struggling how to get your police character certificate, how to do that. It's very easy. You don't have once you've gotten that COS, you're like 90 to 95% sure of moving to the UK.
So, like I said also in my previous video, once you have that COS, you don't need to have any statement of account. It's just a way of saying that your employers are saying that they would support you during your first few months of arriving here till you start earning your salary. So you don't need the statement of account or maybe to prove your financial status any longer.
Yeah, so that's it. You get once you've gotten your COS, you straight start applying for your visa. Go to the government website gov.uk and get a visa site. Applying for visa. We'll talk about that later. If you're having any, you can do a series on that.
I said I was gonna give you a handle at the end of the video.
Yeah, that's fine. You can ask any questions at any stage. That's fine.
Please, guys, if you want to ask him any question on the handle that I'm going to drop, just make sure you write the title of this video at the beginning of the question. Don't go writing hello sir or hi sir, good evening, how are you and the family. This gentleman, see how cute he is. He has a lot of people on his DM daily and he's very busy. We are very busy here. He doesn't get the time to reply to all the DMs. So if you want your question prioritized, make sure you write the title of this video at the beginning. Skip the hello and everything. Write the title of this video at the beginning of your message. Then you can exchange your pleasantries or do whatever you want and ask him whatever you want to ask. My handle will also be there in case you write to him and he doesn't reply. Come to me, I will help you disturb him to answer you, all right?
Yeah, so that's it. You the job that's a visa application. What thing again you need is there's what we call UK NARIC, National Agency for Recognition of International Certificate and Qualification. Now, if you've gotten your transcript before during your Hcpc application, it makes this whole thing. Other professions, like I think for nurses and doctors, they have to write an exam.
Yeah.
But this NARIC covers everything for us and allied health professionals. What's this NARIC? You send your degree certificate and your transcript and maybe your English language proficiency. Send it to NARIC. What this NARIC does, they will compare your qualification, compare it to that in UK standard, compare your level of English, compare it to that of UK, and they will give you a certificate just to tell the UK government or the UK Home Office that your level of English is applicable to what's obtainable in the UK.
So even for the visa, you don't need any IELTS or anything?
No, it's the NARIC. That's where this NARIC...
Guys, I'm switching profession.
That's where this NARIC comes in. So once you use your transcript and everything to get the NARIC certificate, from that NARIC straight to if you want to write IELTS, or if you're bored and you want to write exam.
Who wants to write IELTS? For what?
If you want to write IELTS and that's you can write, but I find this one really easy. That's what most of us did and we're here. So you can do that, apply for your visa, choose where you want to go for your visa, interview, Lagos, TLS Lagos or TLS Abuja. I used Abuja during my time for no particular reason. I just love Abuja. That's by the way. You can do that, do your visa interview, and that's it. Your everything. Make sure you pay for delivery for your visa as well, so that once the
Yeah,
visa comes, you don't have to. I didn't want to come to.
And I didn't open it till I got home. I was in Abuja.
Yeah,
so
you are not allowed to open it there in the office.
Yes, I didn't pick up, but I was in Abuja, so I took it and put it in my purse. I was just praying and going home.
Yeah, so that's it. Pick up your visa. Again, you can apply for family, your spouse, your children. Yeah, home office will always tell you we don't want to separate anybody from your family or loved ones. So you can always apply for your family, your kids,
with
your husband, your wife, with the same COS, and that's it. You've got your visa. Next thing is
your flight.
Booking your flight, looking for cheap and available flights within the time of travel, and that's it. That's marked the whole process of coming to the UK.
That's it, guys. Wow. Thank you very much, Clance, for coming in today. You don't know how happy and how excited I am that you could squeeze out this time out of your busy schedule to come and do this video with me. I'm very, very happy. Guys, say thank you. I'm just kidding. Thank you also, you guys watching this video. Thank you for coming in today. Just make sure you click on that subscribe button, like this video. There's still a lot of videos still coming in this series, like I promised you, and I've never failed you before, have I? Make sure you subscribe, share this link, leave your comments in the comment section. Stop distracting me, guys. If you know any radiographer that needs to see this process, share this video with them, alright? Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.